Well, field hockey is the only team at home this weekend, and that's how we'll start things off today with an exclusive one-on-one with head coach Lisa Salucci from the field hockey team. At 6-2 on the season, Coach Salucci and her team is off to a strong start. One of those losses coming from number 4 Penn State last Friday, and they look to bounce back with 2 home games again this weekend against Maryland and Rutgers. Taylor Van Fleet is standing by with the coach.
Thanks, guys. I'm here. So, Coach, this past weekend you just transitioned into conference play against number 4 Penn State. It was a tough loss, hard-fought battle until the very end. Tell me, what did you take out of that, and how do you plan on applying that moving forward?
Yeah, well, first and foremost, I took out of it that we can compete with anybody in the country, which I felt like I already knew, but it was great to see that again, and just that we need to overall be able to manage games much, much better. The end of each half is kind of where we're really let down, so we need to just manage the game much better, and that's something we'll be practicing all week.
And you have 2 Big Ten matchups at home this weekend, Friday against Maryland and Sunday against Rutgers. What is your mindset going into these 2 tough matchups this weekend?
Yeah, first and foremost that, we need to prepare as best we can to really get 2 wins. I mean, that we need to be right back in the Big Ten race, and to be able to beat Maryland and Rutgers would be outstanding and put us right back up at the top of the Big Ten standings. But our team's just focused on the process every day and just getting a little bit better each day here at practice and being really prepared.
All right. Thank you so much, Coach. Good luck this weekend.
Friday, they will be against Maryland at 3 p.m. Sunday against Rutgers at 12 p.m. John Leo will have the full recap on Monday's show. Another team off to a good start is Iowa volleyball as they start Big Ten play this weekend at Michigan State and Michigan. And while they have turned over a new leaf this season, they've brought in 1 new transfer who's making a huge difference. Ashlyn Bauer has the story.
Iowa volleyball is on the rise again this year with bigger strides than last year. A few more good ones that have been made by Coach Szymanski with bringing in new transfers. One that is really making a difference is Megan Bizarro.
A lot of it is just Megan has an ability to play the whole game. She's passing, defending, serving, blocking, hitting. I mean, she plays the whole game, and those players are becoming more and more rare. And I think that happens in every sport where there's so much specialization that they don't develop all of the skills very well, and Megan really has all of the skills. So, Buzz continues to contribute sometimes in small ways, sometimes just about her steadiness, sometimes it is being the glue player, and then there have been times this season already where she's all of a sudden she's the firebrand and she's bringing the heat. She's the one swinging and scoring, whether it's out of the back row or the front row. So really great contribution and has some really unique qualities that she continues to serve her teammates with.
But this transfer wasn't an easy decision for Bizarro. California native had to leave the West and come experience the Midwest.
I really like the Midwest a lot. It's definitely a different culture out here from California, but I like the college town in Iowa, and I love the support system we have here.
With winning individual awards at tournaments, this California girl has 3 more years in the Midwest to help the Hawkeyes climb their way in the Big Ten. I'm Ashlyn Bauer, Daily Iowan TV.
Of course, it's tough being so far from California, but I know Iowa is really using her this season. They will definitely need her this upcoming weekend. Soccer also continues Big Ten play this weekend, starting at Penn State on Friday before heading to Ohio State on Sunday. One team was supposed to start their season this weekend, and that was the Iowa rowing team when they were slated to travel to Des Moines, but unfortunately, the Des Moines River is too high for competition. This is the first time ever that it's been canceled in 33 years. Well, after a surprising loss to FCS opponent North Dakota State this past weekend, Iowa football is on the road for the first time this season. Catch Taylor and Katie tomorrow morning on our pregame show, where they'll highlight and preview the matchup against Rutgers, as well as some insight on why Desmond King is not listed as a captain this weekend.